Once upon a time, there lived a beautiful girl named Nadia in the quiet village of Zubani. Her parents had no other children, and as she grew, they watched with pride as her beauty blossomed with every passing day. People who passed through the village spoke of her loveliness. Soon, everyone in the region knew that the most beautiful girl in the province lived in Zubani, and they began to call her the Maiden of Zubani. Nadia was not just beautiful, she was gentle and kind, and she loved all creatures, the birds, butterflies, animals, even the bees. She spoke to them and played among the flowers, for she understood their language. Her parents often spoke about her future. "She will marry a great chief," they said. "He will bring us cattle, land, and honor." When Nadia reached the age of marriage, many chiefs came with gifts and riches, offering to take her hand as their bride. But Nadia said softly, "I will marry none of them. My heart belongs to Neo, the humble farm boy. He has no wealth, but I love him." Her parents were heartbroken. But before they could argue, a messenger arrived from the local chief. The king was going to war with the islanders of Bumba. The chiefs quickly left to gather their warriors. The chief of Zubani summoned all his men, and among them was Neo, the peasant boy. He joined the army as they marched down to the lake, where enemy war canoes, painted and feathered, were already arriving across the blue waters. Nadia was heartbroken as she said goodbye to Neo. "Be brave, Neo," she whispered. "Return with glory. Then maybe my father will finally allow me to be yours." But when the army disappeared over the hills, leaving only women, children, and elders behind, Nadia could no longer stay strong. She called to her friend, the hawk. "Fly, Zirak. Fly to the lake. Find Neo. Tell him I miss him with every breath." Zirak, the hawk, knew Neo well. He had seen the boy play with the village children, and he loved Nadia dearly. He took to the skies. A terrible battle broke out on the lakeshore. Neo fought with courage, but fate struck him down. A stone from an islander's sling ended his life before the sunset. Zirak, from high above, watched the soldiers burying the fallen. He waited silently to see where they laid Neo, so he could take news of the grave back to Nadia. Back in Zubani, Nadia waited on a hill, eyes fixed on the far-off lake. The minutes felt like hours. She called to her second friend, the bumblebee. "Nemo, please fly quickly. Go to the lake. Find my Neo. I must know if he is safe." Nemo buzzed quickly to the lake and found Zirak, the hawk. "What news, brother?" "Neo is gone," whispered the hawk. "The islanders have fled, but he was struck down. I wait to mark his grave." The bumblebee couldn't bear to take the sad news back to Nadia, so he stayed by Zirak's side, silent and still. On the hill, Nadia grew restless. She saw a group of white butterflies playing near a mimosa tree. With a voice full of sorrow, she called out, "Dear butterflies, how can you play when my heart is breaking? Go to the lake and bring back news of Neo." The butterflies flitted off across the green hills, reaching the battlefield just as the soldiers were burying Neo. They rested quietly near his grave, their wings heavy with grief. They had played with Nadia many times, and they wept for her now. Nadia, desperate and afraid, cried to the heavens, "O sun, chief of the sky, help me! Take me to the lakeshore so I may see my beloved Neo." The sun, who had watched it all from above, was moved by her love and sorrow. He stretched a golden beam across the sky. Nadia reached out, caught it in her hands, and was gently carried to the lake. There she saw him, Neo, her love, being lowered into the earth. She fell to her knees and sobbed, "O sun, do not leave me. Burn me with your flame. For how can I live now that my love is gone?" The sun, filled with compassion, answered her plea. With a warm blaze, he sent down a beam that gently consumed her body and soul. The soldiers, filled with sorrow, buried her beside Neo. The next year, when the villagers of Zubani returned to the graves, they saw a miracle. From the two graves grew a single tree, tall and graceful. with red flame-like flowers reaching toward the sky. They had never seen such beauty before. They gathered the seeds and planted them across the land, and that is why, to this very day, the land of Zubani blooms with flame trees. The elders call them Zara trees, for the bark is soft like a woman's heart, and any woman may cut it. But the people say, each red flower is a memory of Nadia and Neo, two souls who loved beyond life. True love does not count wealth or title. It listens to the heart, and even in death, it grows into something eternal. If this story made you smile or touched your heart, I'd love for you to join our storytelling family. Just tap that subscribe button and let's share more moral stories together.